Wendy Williams finally has spoken out. She went on The Breakfast Club and she talked about that she is confined to just a room with a radio, and she gets 3 meals a day in her bed, and she looks out the window. She called The Breakfast Club crying. Here's a little bit of what she said, but it is kind of sad. And I will say this, to be respectful, as of the time of making this video, Wendy Williams' lawyer has spoken out and has said that Wendy Williams has dementia. And with dementia, you have good days and bad days. So the day that you're gonna hear this recording of Wendy Williams speaking out was a good day for Wendy. She was remembering things. But the next day, it was a hard day for her to remember things. So here you go. Here's what Wendy Williams had to say. Roll it.
What's going on?
Well, first of all, to start with, my niece Alex knows a lot as well, you know, but I am not cognitively impaired, you know what I'm saying? No, but I feel like I am in prison. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in New York City, right? And by the way, my apartment has been sold, thank God, you know, a while ago. But I, you know, I'm in this place where the people are in their 90s and their 80s. And their 70s, and even when people are 60 like me, hey, I'm sexy and gorgeous. You know, I am 60. Look, please, July 18th, 1964, honey. But look, these people, I don't care if they're 50 and 60, they have look, there's something wrong with these people here on this floor. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm not saying something bad. I'm just saying that I am with these people. I am clearly not, look, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner right here on the bed, all right? I watch TV, I listen to radio, I look at the window, I talk on the phone. And by the way, Alex, talk about this phone, please. Alex, you've been right here where I am, so you know exactly what you're talking about. You flew from Miami to New York, and you were right here with me. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you know, what she's saying is exactly what's happened. She's there in New York, in this place, essentially like what some would call a luxury prison, right? This is her room. That's literally her apartment. But the thing about this apartment, and you know this, not Wendy, because you're there, it's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window. The buildings across the street. That's her life.
Excuse me, and excuse me, through my money, you know, I had this person buy the TV, you know, the kind of TV I like, a large TV, you understand what I'm saying? Through this person, because all of my stuff is in storage, you understand what I'm saying? Everything's in storage, and by the way, that was to sell my apartment, but anyway.
Is the person your guardian? Is that who you're referring to, your guardian?
Yes.
Well, you know, Sabrina Morrissey is her name, and right now A&E Network, A&E Network and Lifetime were sued by Sabrina. She claims they exploited you in a vulnerable state. They exploited your condition, and I'm putting condition in air quotes. You signed to do that documentary without your consent, but A&E and Lifetime countersued and said that Sabrina realized the documentary would question the quality of her own guardianship. It actually says in the lawsuit, it appears that Morrissey is misusing her position as a guardian of Williams to silence criticism of her controversial and failed administration of the guardianship. They even used the words guardianship abuse. What do you think of that?
Well, first of all, you know, me and the person that you were just talking about, this guardian person, we watched that 4-part thing on TV together. She was the one who wanted to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm watching and writing things down, and she's watching and writing things down, and I saw her. I saw all of that, by the way. And what do I think about being abused? Listen, look, this system is broken. You know, that this system that I'm in, you know, this system, it has falsified, a lot. You know what I'm saying?
They said you're cognitively impaired and you're incapacitated.
Do I seem that way?
No.
You've been calling me 5 times a day for the last 2 weeks. No, you don't seem that way.
How dare you? Excuse me. Who I naturally am is who I naturally am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my niece knows all about that crap. I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize.
To be clear, you can't leave. Like, they won't allow you to leave or have visitors, family members or not. So you can't even leave and take a walk if you wanted to, or take a trip or visit family members. They give you a difficult time for that, and family members can't visit you?
Where I am, okay, you have to get keys to unlock the door to press the elevator to go downstairs. First of all. Second of all, these people here, everybody is like nursemaids, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? They come in and they give your pills. You know what I'm saying? And then they leave. And I'm
Which
like,
I told you not to take. I told you don't take them pills.
Excuse me. I've had 2 pills all of my life. Alex, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
There are 7 pills. I have no idea what is this pill doing. What is it going to listen? I haven't been to a pill person in a matter of long time. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where, excuse me, doctor, can you tell me what this pill is for? Excuse me, doctor, what pill do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
Look, for the last 3 years, I have been caught up in the system. This has been 3 years I'm caught up in the system. Alex, go talk. Talk,
Yeah.
Alex, talk.
No, I mean, for 3 years, this is the reality. This has been our lives. So, but specifically her life. She can call us. We can't call her. That's been the reality since 2023.
Wow. Alex,
That room that she's sitting in, she's there every day, all hours of the day, every week, every month. She's not getting proper sunlight. I went to New York in October to visit her, and the level of security and the level of questions that there were in terms of who am I, why am I here, what's the purpose? I mean, it was absolutely just horrible.
You know, Alex, we sent Lauren LaRosa, who works here on the Breakfast Club. You know, I connected her with Wendy a couple of days ago. Lauren went up there yesterday. And tell them what happened, Lauren.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Alex, was it like this for you? When I got there, the people at the front were very aware that Wendy was there. They had me sign in. Her name was in the system. They had to call Sabrina to even see if I could go up there, even though Wendy was on the phone with me when I arrived. And she let them know, hey, this is my guest. I want to see her. I'll even come down. Please have someone bring me down. Because as she said, she can't get in the elevator nor leave her room without them unlocking things for her.
Wow.
They were aware of that, and everything was fine. And I was waiting. They called Sabrina a couple times, and she didn't answer the phone when they called. And then all of a sudden, things just like flipped. These like men came out, and they're like, well, "Who are you? And what are you here for?" I told them who I was. I told them I was there to see Wendy. They said, we don't have anyone here by that name.
Oh, wow.
They never said
So
to
you
me.
never made it
believe that?
upstairs?
No, I didn't make. Did I not make it upstairs? They basically told me I didn't even feel comfortable still being in the lobby the way that I was treated. Like it was insane, especially being as though Wendy was on the phone with me when I walked in, and she spoke to the concierge herself and said, "I want to see this person. She is here for me." And then these people are like, "She's not even here. What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "I dealt with your colleagues that had me sign in for her. She's in your system, so you're going to tell me she's not here?" Or did you speak to Sabrina as well? Because they said that was protocol. You have to call Sabrina first. We don't know Sabrina, and we don't know Wendy. She's not here. They said that to me multiple times.
Wow.
You know,
And it's scary. It's very scary.
Did you feel like she was in a safe space?
No, I feel like if you dealing with me like that and she's on the phone with you telling you like this is, you know what I mean, I want to see her, this is my people, God forbid something happens to her and her family needs to get to her. And I asked Wendy that as I was walking out, I'm like, yo man, like I've dealt with my mom and my grandmother went through medical stuff and a bunch of stuff, right? I can't imagine not being able to get to them.
See my mother.
Right, and I said, is this how it is when your family comes? And Wendy's like, yes.
Everybody know that Wendy Williams is currently trapped in a conservatorship.
That's right.
And you know, she's not cognitively impaired, she's not incapacitated, she's just being taken advantage of.
No, and also remember, I feel like I'm in prison. I am definitely isolated. You know what I'm saying?
Here, but you know, your cats chit-chatting my way, and anybody that's a Wendy fan knows how much my aunt loves chit-chatting my way. Yeah, I gave those cats away. You don't have them anymore.
Oh my God.
And your dad's birthday, well, that's up in the air. You're going to have to talk with Linda.
Me and
it's
Wendy
almost
talked
as though
about those
she's
cats
getting
the whole way
punished.
there. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like she's getting punished
Thank
for
you.
just trying to be a normal person
To live.
about society and to live. Exactly.
So Alex, they took her cats?
Yes. So that's what she told me yesterday, right, Aunt Wen?
Yes, I had no idea that
Lauren.
I had no idea that they actually took my cats. You know what I'm saying? You know, I wanted my cats with me. You understand what I'm saying? And I actually, that's my friend Lauren. I was saying, Lauren, you know what I'm saying? You know, come, you know, about the cats. Anyway, so my cats are gone, everybody. And I did not know that until I talked to my guardian person, and she told me that the cats are, I said, you mean they are gone, chit-chat in my way, my twin cats, they're gone.
So
No.
so getting rid of the cats won't let you possibly see your father next month for his 94th birthday.
She can't leave.
No, don't say I won't. Don't say I won't see
I said
her.
possibly.
Don't say I
I
won't
said,
see my
I
dad.
said possibly. What I'm getting at is all of this feels like some sort of retaliation because of what they've been seeing the last couple of weeks. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I think it's very sad that she sits and confined to a room and just looks out the window. I think that's sad, right? It's not really like a best life. But with that being said, at least she's able to call out and she is getting fed. I can kind of see how it's difficult because some days we see her and she looks like she's doing fine, or we hear her as well, but then other days it's difficult and she doesn't remember and she's lashing out. So you never know what you're gonna get. So I can understand the depth of dementia. And if you know anyone who has ever suffered with it, passed away from it, out of respect, just leave their name in the comments down below. Remember them. Dementia is a real thing. And it's sad to see someone that we all publicly know, like Wendy Williams, go through dementia. It's very scary, right? To remember things one day and not remember things the other day. That's very, very, very scary thing. So with that being said, I do want to say this, guys. Switching gears here, send lots of love and support to Wendy Williams. Keep her in your prayers. Now we're going to talk about Manny Mooch. Manny MUA recently went on a TikTok rant talking about how boys in beauty don't really get that much attention as they should. And I don't know if this was him fishing for sponsorships or him just shedding light on other creators. I thought that was very interesting, but here's what Manny MUA had to say. Here you go, roll it.
I've been debating for months whether I wanted to talk about this topic or not, and I'm gonna talk about it. Over the last year, I feel like there's been some type of regression in the beauty space, and I specifically mean in the LGBTQ community. And before I deep dive into the topic, the reason I haven't talked about it is because I feel like my past, right? As Manny MUA, I've been seen as problematic. I've done things, I've said things, I've had a time online, you know what I mean? But I feel like I've grown a lot and matured a lot in these last 11 years of creating content. So I do want to talk about this in the cadence it deserves, without coming across dramatic or problematic. So be patient with me. Back when I started those 11 years ago, boys in beauty, boys in makeup wasn't like a thing. I'm gonna be so real. It was not a thing whatsoever. Brands didn't really take us seriously. They thought it was more of a fad, and it was very much like really fighting tooth and nail to even get any opportunities at all. Then we kind of blew up, right? So you couldn't really ignore us anymore. And with that, the beauty space started to shift online to be more inclusive. Since then, it feels like it's just been an inclusive climb, right? It's been just going trajectory up for boys in beauty, for trans people, all over different walks of life. Until recently, let me just say this is not about me. This is also a reason I didn't really want to talk about this, because I didn't want to make it seem like it was like, oh, look at Manny complaining, Manny doing all this, and it's like, no, I want to just be a voice like I was 11 years ago when it came to boys in the beauty space, just different walks of life in general, beauty being for everyone. That's always what I've advocated for. And I want to advocate for that every single day, constantly, about inclusivity and being open-minded when it comes to beauty and the beauty space. I actually feel like boys are now getting kind of excluded from a lot of opportunities that other creators are getting that may not be boys. And it's so strange to me seeing this because it kind of gives me nostalgia in like a bad way, of where it's like, oh my God, it feels like kind of like how it was 10 years ago. What the fuck? How are we going backwards? Why is it that when I look at these brand trips that are happening nowadays, everyone kind of looks the same? Where are the beauty TikTok boys on that trip? For example, where's Douse? Where's Spencer, Painted by Spencer? Where's Louis? Where's Adam? These boys that are extremely relevant online who get millions of views all the time. Why aren't they getting these invites and getting included in these conversations? Why don't I see more trans women getting invited on these trips? There's Jules, Athena, Amira, like just off the top of my head, if their audience and views match the people that are on the trip already. When it comes to the trips, I'm not talking about myself at all, baby. I've been in the game a long time. It can go to others, okay? It can go to others. Trust and believe, okay? But why aren't others getting invited? Thankfully, this does not apply to the vast majority of brands out there. I'm talking about more of a niche, very public few brands that you kind of feel like This is weird. The reason I'm making this video is because I want there to be a little bit more light shed on this kind of topic. When boys or trans people get opportunities, right, by big brands, and they're shown to different walks of life, it helps normalizes that there are different walks of life out there. And that's what I want. The world is so hateful when it comes to the LGBTQ plus community. So I want them to get all the opportunities in the world to maybe lessen some of that hate. If you see something enough, it becomes normalized, right? And I want that for my community. By the way, me bringing this up, this does not mean I want those opportunities to be taken away from women. Absolutely not. Influencing is one of the only careers that is female dominated. And I love that. I love that with a passion that burns so deep inside me. I love women. I'm absolutely, like, if I didn't have women in my life would be completely different. I love women with a passion. So I don't want those opportunities to be taken away from them. Can we just add a little bit of space for some boys or trans people or non-binary people, just different walks of life in general? Can we just add a little bit of space, a little bit of room for them too, for us? It's such an unfortunate thing, and I hate feeling that there's been aspects of the community that are regressing or going backwards in time, feeling less inclusive, and it's crazy that I feel like I'm talking about this in 2025. Who else is gonna talk about it? Nothing changes if nothing changes. My bestie taught me that one. I hope that in 2025 I see more inclusivity and more inclusion for my beauty boys, my trans folk, my non-binary folk out there. You guys deserve the absolute world. You really do. And I'm gonna continue to advocate for what I believe in, and I'm gonna keep an eye out for y'all.
All right, grab a snack and come on back. With that being said, I was looking at Manny MUA's YouTube channel. Last I checked, he hasn't uploaded a video in over a month, and his last major makeup launch was like a day and night palette that he launched on TikTok and not do a grand review on YouTube. So it definitely seems like Manny MUA is focusing more on short form content, but then now you have the whole TikTok ban, which that's very interesting too. So I don't know how that's gonna play out, but I find that to be interesting nonetheless. But what do you think about Manny MUA? What he had to say in the comments down below. I can't get a sponsor to save my life, much less a like on this video or comment. So who knows, girl? But I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Mwah.